Discus lariat.
The huge suplex.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere. Coming to you live from a new studio set up at GoLive.Vegas. I am Aaron Phillips, one quarter of the Thoughts Count Anywhere panel you see in front of me. And to my right, of course, is Scott and Matt and Johnny. We are the four Thoughtsmen. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to the Go Live Vegas studios.
I think we're moving on up in the world.
We are. We absolutely are. I just pulled up the chat room. Chief is out there, loves the opening, and loves the studio. So we're off to a good start if the Chief likes it.
Chief should have been here.
Yeah. Can you turn my headset up a little more? Because I can barely hear Scott. So I just want to make sure. Scott?
That's fine.
Oh, way too high. Way too high. Bring that down. Bring that down. Good. Okay. Because I can barely hear you. So, but that's okay. Guys, how are we doing tonight?
I'm great. I'm just in awe of this studio.
Isn't it?
This is
it
awesome.
great?
Aaron and I did a show for Power Play Sports Collectibles a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And we thought you'd like it, so that's why we're doing it here tonight.
Absolutely. And Johnny, what do you think? Tonight is the last show of TCA for 2019.
Well, that's because you guys didn't want to do a show on Christmas. I was all willing to.
Hey, it's not even my holiday, and I'm willing to take off for everybody else.
Maybe you and I could do a two-man show.
There you go. There you
Or
go.
maybe we
Bah
can pre-tape
humbug.
it like Raw.
There you go. Yeah. Right. Or Survivor's reunion shows being pre-taped already because of all their stuff.
Is that the Impact show or the TNA show?
I have no idea. I'm not hearing Scott's sound through mic. Okay.
I've done something with the microphone.
You broke it. We haven't been here 2 minutes and already you're breaking it. Hey, everybody out there watching, if you're in the chat room, we want to thank you. By the way, please reshare our link. We are simulcasted through our Facebook page, which is how you're watching us. But please reshare the link. Or better yet, if you've got to take us on the go, simply go to your phone app, whether you're an Android or an iPhone, and download the Go Live Vegas. 3 words. Download the app. You can take us with you in the car. You won't see our pretty faces unless you're on Facebook. You can also go to GoLive.Vegas and catch the audio as well. And this show will also repeat on Sunday at, what time do we have that on Sunday? I think 7 p.m., I think. If it was on the calendar, I'd be able to reference it. But
Hey, Aaron, we're on high-definition video now. None of us have pretty faces.
no, that's very true. They can see all the pores and everything.
We should have wore the masks.
All right, that's right. All right, we would have scared everybody. All right, we have, before we go to I Hear Voices, we have some breaking news that we want to break, and I'm going to turn it over in a second to Scott to break
We have
the
our
news.
logo coming in for It's Gonna Podcast. But breaking news today was announced officially,
Officially.
which some of us knew last week, but needless to say, Kevin Killer Cross is now an official free agent. So
Nice.
he's been sitting at home thanks to Impact.
Right?
Now they only have one person on their card worth a damn. Matt.
Tessa Blanchard.
Thank you. And Kevin is able
and-
to sign anywhere
And
with
TJP.
anyone.
Let's give TJP some credit.
Okay, we'll give TJP some credit.
Can you bring up Kevin's picture? Now I don't hear me. I sound more in the background and echoey.
Well, did anybody see his Twitter release?
Whose?
Kevin's.
I have not. I just saw the post.
Very
that he was-
cryptic.
Okay.
And he shows pretty much the 3 majors, which, New Japan, 4, AAA, AEW, and WWE. So he didn't give any hints, but some
But
people...
he has the whole alphabet pretty much covered right now.
Yeah, but some of us know, which we might talk offline, but needless to say, congratulations, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Kevin and Scarlett.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, we also have more breaking news. Go ahead, Scott. I'll leave this to you as well.
Breaking news, yes. February 8th at Power Play Sports Collectibles, I have 2 WWE legends coming in. One being Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh!
That was too much.
And we didn't even practice that.
And to me, from the NWA days, a perfect heel. But most people know him as the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Everybody's
one of
got
my
their price.
favorite heels of all time.
That's Chris Jericho.
Everybody's got their price. Very
Yes.
cool. And that's February 8th.
February 8th, Power Play Sports Collectibles. It'll be the week after the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, but also the week after Impact and NXT, which is crazy. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Running the same day here in Las Vegas. But they'll be there signing autographs 1 to 3.
Okay.
At the store at the Boulevard Mall.
Free?
No, there's a small charge.
Okay.
But
That's why I
they can come in and purchase their tickets starting next week.
All right. Very cool. I'm sounding very distant in my mic and headset, Mr. Aaron. No, I sound okay? All right. I'll take your word for it, even though I can barely
That's
hear you.
AA Ron.
AA Ron.
You sound good on my headset.
Do I? Okay. I sound in a tin can in mine, but maybe it's just the headset. That's okay. All right. Cool. So, big breaking news. Kevin Cross is free.
Yep.
We were actually you surprised me. You were going to try to get him on tonight's show remotely.
I talked to him earlier today. He's up in Canada, where when I was talking to him, I brought him in from shoveling snow, which he appreciated. But Canada, go figure, in the winter.
Canada.
Yes, but he says he's going to enjoy his holiday now.
Right on. Good for him.
Absolutely.
Good for him. And then, of course, Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Ted DiBiase will see you February. That's so cool. I will. It's already on my calendar. I will be there after Twin Brothers. If we're not here from the gallery, I will get over there. So I'm looking.
We're
forward
only
to
7
that.
minutes away.
I know. On a good and a good travel day. Okay, it's time now for I Hear Voices. The rumors that go around the wrestling industry. Gentlemen, who'd like to start? Okay, don't.
It's all about jump in at the same time. I already had my mic time.
I'll start off with the TLC pay-per-view list on Sunday. Kairi Sane possibly having a concussion. During the show, you can kind of tell, like, during the match that she wasn't all there and something happened.
Well, Becky also, in a spot, threw her underneath the ring
Yes.
to protect her.
Yeah, definitely. That was pretty cool
Yeah,
to see.
I don't think there's anything possible about it. As somebody who suffered multiple concussions, yeah, Kairi Sane definitely got her bell rung.
Yeah, because last night she only stayed at the top of the ramp
Yeah.
when Asuka went into the ring. So
They
she
said
didn't
she's
go down.
pretty much out for the rest of the year.
Okay, well, it's only a couple of weeks.
Which is what
All of them are.
2-3 weeks.
It's true. They're all on vacation right now. By the way, we are monitoring the chat room. So if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, and anything we're talking about, please feel free to jump in there. Matt is monitoring it through the laptop that you see in front of him. I have it on my phone, but for some reason I'm not updating. But Matt has a live chat room feed. So please ask your questions, or better yet, pick up the phone no matter where you are right now. Dial 702-660-7666. That's 702-660-7666. Call in. We could take your call live right now on the air. He's moving cameras on me, and I'm trying to face the camera so everybody's not seeing
We did
my-
that on my show, too.
I know.
trying
We
to
tried to
figure
say.
Find the red light.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You did this when we did our little collectible show. First caller. You got something we can give them for somebody to call in?
Absolutely. We have one of our grab bag gift packs that will leave at the Boulevard Mall location of Power Play Sports Collectibles.
There you go. Call
Yes.
in 702-660-7666. Share the feed. Go on Facebook. Like our page. Okay, next item. Who's got the next one on rumors, guys?
Well, apparently there's a new U.S. title design. Of course, we just recently got the new Intercontinental belt, but looks like they're holding fast with that plan to also change the look of the U.S. title.
You know, I'd be curious to see, because they recently brought back the current style in terms of strap color not too long ago.
Yeah.
Can they? We just redesigned the Intercontinental, which you talked about. What else can they do? I mean, are they going to make it with the W like the other belts? Make it red, white, and blue?
I don't, to me, like the U.S. title, it's been largely unchanged since its WCW days, and of all the belts, that's actually my favorite belt design.
I should have brought
So
mine
I kind
tonight.
of don't want to see them change it.
Yeah, some traditional belts shouldn't change. Some belts I think should
Like,
maybe
I-
upgrade them.
I'm
but-
not gonna lie, I like the new Intercontinental belt, but I love that classic design, especially with the white strap.
Oh, I could have brought that one too. I got those two at home. I should have brought them.
Or Jason could have brought any of them.
Well, he's fired. he's been fired, so Jason can't.
He was
come.
fired during
He
my
was-
absence?
because he couldn't ring the bell properly.
Yeah, he did
It's
not
a-
shut me up at all.
No, he did not. He did not. So that's.
I
what-
guarantee you our bell ringer tonight can shut all four of us up.
We do have a guest bell ringer, and I think she just got popped up real quickly, just so that everybody could see we are not lying. You can blame him for that, by the way. But yeah, so all right, next topic. Hulk Hogan trying to get back in the news. Anybody want to take a gander as to what his big announcement might be on Twitter?
That Kevin Cross is a free agent. No one can figure out Hogan. I don't think Hogan can figure out Hogan.
He posted a picture of like growing out his beard, and since the NWO is going to be in the Hall of Fame, I'm guessing it's a big ploy just to bring his Hollywood Hulk Hogan gimmick back to the Hall of Fame.
For the introduction?
I'm not one to talk for at least
See,
three of us,
I'm-
but taking just putting it up there because it's all gone.
Like I'm looking at the picture of Hogan that we just pulled up, and I'm just like, Dude, you got to dye that black.
He looks like Randy Savage with a white beard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah.
he?
I'm not going to do the voice.
He looks like Surfer.
Oh yeah.
He looks like Surfer Santa.
Yeah, Surfer Santa. I like that.
That's very good.
Ho, ho, ho.
We want to welcome Cameron is in the chat room. Cameron, we were expecting you to be with us tonight.
Hey,
Chief.
happy birthday, Cameron.
Yes, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Absolutely.
birthday.
Chief does not like the Intercontinental title, and he would like to know if anybody's going to High Octane on Saturday night. That's an FSW show, correct?
I'm going to try to make it. I've been having some transportation issues. That's why I wasn't at Natural Born Killers like I wanted to be. But I'm going to try to make it High Octane because FSW usually puts on a pretty good show.
They always put on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
There's a plug for Joe.
We'll send you the bill, Joe. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
exactly.
Cha-ching.
it. Cha-ching. All right, next topic. We're going to change
Money,
categories.
please.
I'll tackle this one. Ryback.
All right, we're going to go to WWE. What did Ryback do now?
Well, he's out there saying that
Oh,
Disney...
that's how I hear
Yeah.
voices. I'm sorry. That's still under
There's a
rumors.
script here?
I know, but it's so far away.
I know.
We got to get used to that prompter up there with our topics. But go
Where's
ahead.
our teleprompter?
It's right there with our phone number
with the
on
phone
it.
number. 702-660-7666. Anyway, the rumor is that Ryback is going, or has stated that he thinks Vince is going to sell to Disney.
Is that a goofy move? See what I did there? Goofy.
Yeah, but
Never mind.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's why we work so well together. We're both just out there.
First of all, I didn't.
I want Deadpool in the ring.
What a great character that would be. He's already got the gimmick.
Yeah, it's like
The mask and
Sandman.
everything.
I just want Baby Yoda to be a guest host.
Guest
Well-
ring announcer. He just, just goes underneath the bottom rope.
Well, he's shorter than Hornswoggle, and that takes a
Oh, hey, so actually Cameron is here. He's outside the studio
Oh, he
right
is?
now. Somebody-
Security has not allowed him through the gate yet.
Somebody, I mean, we're already live. Does
Thomas, sorry, Thomas. I got you. I know, my bad.
Somebody
Well,
want to let him in?
actually, all he's got to do is come up to the right side of the garage. The gate's open, and he can walk right into the studio.
Oh, right on. Cameron,
So-
you hearing this? Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you
There
are.
you go. So come on in. Just look to the right of the garage.
If he gives us a thumbs down, what does that mean?
Right.
I don't
Means
know.
Yeah,
you got to
thank-
catch the bus back home.
It means he gets Batista bombed.
Yes, Thomas. I know my joke failed miserably. What can I tell you? At least I'm failing in 4D. So or high definition. Okay. So where did this come from? I had not heard that Disney buying with. Where's this one coming from?
It was out there. It was put on social media, so it's obviously true.
Right.
But
Per Abe Lincoln.
Exactly. Per Abe Lincoln. But it was out there. I actually saw it, and I kind of laughed at it myself. But Vince has done things, and Disney's buying up everything. They've bought up ESPN, Fox, ABC.
I just don't see Vince ever selling. Quite frankly, I don't think the family will let him sell it.
Well, it's stockholders now.
Disney money.
Well, but still, I don't know. That's just me. I don't know.
If you're never going to say you sell anything, someone throws $1 billion at you.
Sell.
Oh, just what Vince McMahon needs another $1 billion.
I know a 2,500 square foot store for $1 billion. I'd walk out there.
Trace commas.
Why don't we? You know
I'll
what?
help move the boxes out.
Hey, I got somebody there for me. I have a fan on the air. Or,
How could that be? Your wife is sitting here in studio.
I
with
know,
us.
but it's my daughter. She says
Oh,
she's
okay.
watching
All
right
right,
now.
that's fine. That's fine. So actually, I have two fans. Well,
Yes.
I don't know about your wife.
Yeah.
Because she came in here like, well, I don't know if I want to do this, but at least your daughter watches.
Yeah,
Although I will say your wife does pop up in the chat room an awful lot more.
Very
in the store.
true. Very
So
true.
she does support you there.
Yes.
So did I cover myself okay after? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That means move on.
I know exactly.
Yay, our live studio audience has just arrived.
All right, all one of them, two of them. All right, WWE news, gentlemen. First topic on there. Let's go over TLC a little bit, if you will, since it's been only a couple of days. Who wants to start with TLC?
The match of the night, I still have to go with Buddy Murphy and Aleister
Oh,
Black.
That was a takeover match. That was a takeover match masquerading as a WWE pay-per-view match.
That was epic.
It was so good. And then kudos to Aleister Black for finishing that match with a broken face.
True.
Just going to show that the head is the hardest bone in the body, right?
So I actually think the first three matches on the card were the best matches of the night, and one of them was on the pre-show.
Which was that was
was
Andrade, wasn't it?
Andrade and Humberto.
Okay.
It was a really good match.
Where is that going, by the way?
Actually, did you watch Raw this week?
Yes, I did,
I think
but
we have a pretty good idea of where it's going.
But I'm not impressed by either one.
It's going south of the border.
How are you not impressed by Andrade? He's one of the best wrestlers
What'd I
on
say?
the roster.
What did I say?
Whatever keeps Selena Vega on my TV.
There you go.
Right?
There you go. That's a good point, right?
I've
there.
noticed something.
Yes.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks.
Pick
Dude,
one.
Sasha Banks, why would you say that?
You used
Careful,
to be, you
careful
used to
on
be
the
a mark
table.
for Sasha
Careful
Banks.
on the table,
Yeah,
big
matter.
guy.
Yeah.
Careful on the table.
It's
He's
shaking.
getting all excited. It's rising on that end of the table. But anyway,
Matt only likes the pretty ones.
that's very true. Okay, so anything else from TLC? People also soured on the fact that the main event with the girls, that's where we talked about before that Kairi Sane got hurt, then was overshadowed very quickly at the end when the brawl with the guys and Roman and Corbin and all that came out. People were a little unhappy with the fact that that whole situation took away from the main event. Guys,
I
thoughts?
just say poor Asuka. This is the second year in a row that she's won the main event at TLC at the end of the year and is overshadowed by something else
Right.
entirely.
They've completely just dropped the ball with her since he's come from NXT.
Yeah, she's done nothing. I mean, she had the match with Charlotte at WrestleMania, and that was it.
Well, if you saw Raw this week, apparently Becky called her out, and that's a feud I want to see. 'Cause
I think that's what they're
True.
aiming for. Is
that's
bringing that back.
WrestleMania worthy. I would see Becky versus Asuka at Mania.
Absolutely. Ryan in the chat room says Zelina is beautiful, no doubt, and Aleister Black is a very lucky guy. So
True.
By the way, did anybody? I want to Lana and Lashley and Rusev. Was there anybody that thought that this was going to pay off and end this thing?
I thought you
Where's
said
it
we were
going
done.
now?
I thought you said we were done talking about that.
I know. Well, we're on a new network, so I figured we'll bring it up a little bit. I mean, what's going to be the payoff on this? When can we move on?
The payoff was Rusev goes through a table and Lana proposed.
Yeah, but
Lana
that
allowed him
can't
to
be the end of it.
propose.
Lana proposed.
Lana proposed to Lashley to propose.
Yeah.
But that can't be the end of it, can it? Really? I
God,
mean,
I hope it
this has
is.
got to keep going.
This is as
I
bad
don't
as this
want it to.
segment right now.
I know it is.
Move on.
Wow.
Ring the bell.
Well, she's in charge of the bell. What do you want from me?
She's hated the segment too since it started.
Triple H and Vince allegedly not at TLC. Gentlemen,
They got no right to be pissed off then.
Christmas shopping.
I heard Vince is like super pissed at TLC. I'm like, well, you should have been there.
well, if you're not there, that's exactly right. I agree.
It's
with
not
that.
your baby.
I agree. All right. Did they say why they weren't there? Was there just? I don't remember reading any reasons to why they were absent from the show, other than maybe they just didn't want to be there because of how crappy the show it might have been.
True.
I don't know. All right.
They had
Next topic.
Lashley and Rusev was in it, so they didn't want to be there either.
Stephanie confirms Ronda will return. Just doesn't know when and where. Anybody
Royal
wanna-
Rumble.
Wow.
Yeah, right. That's
Shocking
a
news.
stretch, right? I'm thinking WrestleMania.
I think she's a surprise entrant in the Rumble. I think she might win it, and I think she's going to go on to probably face Bailey or
when
for the SmackDown title.
When is the Rumble?
It is. I believe it's January 15th.
I thought you said it was at the end of the month. The
Well,
26th.
I'm going to double check right now. It might be. You're right. I think it might be the 26th.
Whatever that.
I was hoping it'd be after the 30th.
What's the 30th?
Somebody's contract might be expiring.
Oh,
January 27th.
27. Actually, Johnny came up with an interesting idea for that day. If we're all available, is we kind of do like a reaction show, and maybe
Here.
we can work it here, have the show up, and we kind of just have our reaction to what's going on, talk about it. Like they have these reaction. I mean, Cameron probably knows what we're talking. Reaction videos that you see on YouTube all over the place.
Yeah.
Kind of do a reaction show analysis and stuff, and talk about the card as it's going on.
So you can see my holy crap face.
I just don't know if our studio manager and owner would want to be locked in here for 4 hours with the wrestling guys. But money talks. Get DiBiase on the line. Maybe we can get him to pay for the time.
You know, I want
Or Virgil.
Or Virgil.
One thing I want to ask DiBiase though is like, did people actually get to keep the money he stuffed down their throats, or did he just take it back after the match?
What was Vince's money? Vince gave him the money to fool around with out there. It was
Oh,
not
okay.
never his. I don't know that if I was Vince, I'd want it back, to be honest with you.
I just remember DiBiase lived that gimmick, and
Oh, absolutely.
like lived it. Like whenever he was never not the $1 Million Man.
702-660-7666. Give us a call, 702-660-7666. First caller gets a grab bag envelope of some wrestling autographs, courtesy of Power Play over at the Boulevard Mall.
It will actually give Cameron his birthday gift.
Oh, I'm getting something?
Yeah.
Oh, you got, okay, there you go. There you
It
go.
has
Happy
been
birthday.
delivered.
It has been hand delivered. There you go.
Autographs.
There you go. It's ours. Don't be too excited.
Yes.
We sign napkins for
Yes.
it.
There's 4 autographs.
Don't worry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, exactly. All right, next topic. New day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Signs a new contract. Gentlemen, your thoughts. We were talking before, though, about possibly imbalance of salary for Kofi versus the others, but Hey, New Day signed. Anything else, guys? What would you like to talk about?
I think it's a great idea because I can't see the three of them in any other promotion. They work so well together. They're so ingrained in the WWE system. Like I don't want to see New Day wrestling for another promotion. They're pretty much like some of the poster children of WWE.
They're awesome. It just kind of shocked me that they're all making the same amount of money. You would have figured like Kofi would have a little bit of a pay raise more than the other two because he's more like high profile, more of a person than the other two.
Well, they did get a good pay raise, and they did sign a long-term contract. So did that put
Yeah.
anything else to
Yeah,
rest that might have been out there recently?
Maybe Kofi brought the other two up to his level. You ever heard about that?
Yeah.
And not bad for Xavier sitting on the shelf with a busted body part and
Right.
getting an increase. So.
Right now he's making like all that money to sit on his butt and play video games. More
Exactly.
power to
Up,
Xavier
down,
Woods
down,
right now.
right?
I bet
Up,
you he
up,
makes
down,
just as much money on YouTube with up, down, down.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Next topic. Ruby Riott, Nia Jax may be making their returns in January.
It's good timing, Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
They could be surprised. They're not doing a female Royal Rumble this year again, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are?
I think it's
Okay. Well,
I think that's a thing now.
That's a
They
thing
just do it
now.
every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, Money in the Bank is now bi-gendered. Royal Rumble's now bi-gendered, and Elimination Chamber is and Hell in a Cell, apparently.
And most of the matches are better with the ladies right now anyway.
That's
Agreed.
true.
Yeah.
One name we didn't bring up in the men's side of this, and I'll digress a little bit, was John Morrison.
Yeah. Royal Rumble.
You
Royal
think,
Rumble.
You think Royal Rumble?
Rumble.
Nia Jax and Ruby Riott, Royal Rumble?
Rumble.
And I gotta say, I personally have missed Ruby Riott.
Yeah, she's been missed. Speaking of which, Liv Morgan.
Came out with a
Yeah.
video. Yep.
Cutting the new promos.
That's right. That's right. And we haven't seen who's the third one. I can't.
Sarah Logan, she's been around actually.
Has she?
Well,
Haven't
she
seen
was
much of
just
her.
she was on
She was on the Survivor Series women's
she was on
team.
Team Raw for Survivor Series.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen her.
She's been doing a lot of main event. So
That nobody watches.
Yeah. Saturday morning. 3:30 in the morning.
Ryan put in the chat room regarding New Day. Talk about a group overachieving to go from New Day sucks chance to Kofi being a champ for 6 months. New Day rules.
New Day rocks.
New Day Rock.
Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. All right.
I need to stay gone.
I need to bring a trombone.
Hey, but
No.
no, that will definitely get you.
We,
no
we
voice
have to
time.
keep you quiet in the first place. We don't need you with a musical instrument.
Next topic. Viewership. New record low for Raw on a non-holiday.
I got no explanation because ever since Seth Rollins turned heel, Raw's actually been decent.
It's like glorified J&J security he's got with him.
J&J security on steroids, you might say.
Pretty
Well,
much.
don't forget, during the December months, it's Christmas. There's not really any major storylines going on. People are Christmas shopping. NFL's at high gear, going into the playoffs. You're on Monday night.
And this past Monday, they actually recorded 2 Raw episodes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
people are realizing now that Raw is not live all the time.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
so
know
you
that.
can
I
find it
gotta
on the
say I didn't know
internet.
that.
Wow.
I did not know how much taping they were actually doing of that
A
show.
lot recently.
So, wow.
So does that break their streak of live shows?
Could be. I would
Technically.
think so. Technically,
Yeah.
it would.
But
No,
rest-
because I think they pre-taped some of the ones in England, the Manchester
Well,
episode.
yeah, I think those usually are because of the time difference for
Yeah.
back here. So, interesting. All right. Oh, Thomas is chanting for a trombone here with us. No,
See,
Thomas.
I knew it was a good idea.
Don't egg him on, Chief. Come
Only
on.
if we could put cement inside the trombone so it doesn't get
Thomas-
burnt.
No, that's not Chief. Chief wouldn't do that.
Thomas, you've earned yourself a crisp Orange Cassidy. Thumbs up.
Next topic.
Thank you.
WWE uploaded a Shield video and edited out the Asylum owner, Dean Ambrose.
Well, why?
Does that surprise anybody?
No,
So why would they even upload the Shield video in the first place?
because Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are the business right now.
Yeah.
This is the anniversary of the Shield's
First appearance.
debut, and it's
Has
just
it
kind
been
of
5
funny
years?
that
It's
they-
been 5 years already since the Shield has debuted? Roughly? 4 or
Yeah,
5
about
years?
that, yeah.
I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was like 6 years.
Yeah, it's been a little close to almost 10 years.
No, that's okay. That's
fine.
all right.
You can correct us.
You can chime in.
You can
That's why
also
you're here.
leave. The door's right there. I'm the one that gave him the birthday present, okay?
So take the present back. Don't throw out our studio audience. Jeez Louise.
Time I talk, I'll give one back.
By the way, who did you open that?
No, not yet.
Well, open it. We always like to show who we got. 702-660-7666. 702-660-7666. Guys, give us a call. We want to hear your thoughts. And if you call in, you too could get a grab bag of pictures, autographed signatures like Cameron is like fighting an envelope to open up right now to share with us.
Trying to keep it
We're
get
now,
that man
Trying to
letter
keep
over.
the envelope in mint condition.
we're now tag teaming the effort on opening the envelope there. My goodness.
I need to get cheaper envelopes.
or softer glue, one or the other. All right, let's see. Who do you have now? You have camera. You have this camera right here to my left. Will be on you if you want to share what you have. You notice he's wearing his upper crest skull cap there for us, with knowing he was going to be on TV tonight. So, who do you have? Show it to the camera. It's only a 60-minute show, Kevin. Oh,
Mr. Wrestling 2?
Mr. Wrestling 2. Okay. Who's next? Who else you got?
Okay, this
the way
is
I think
awesome because he signed one for me about 2 years ago when I did a fantasy camp with him, and I lost it in a move. So
Right on.
I feel so like.
Sin?
I feel
Just
touched.
tell him Kazarni Sizucks.
Is that Sin?
I would want him to sign
That's
that for
Sin
me.
Bodhi, yes.
I would want him to sign
We just had
every
Sin,
time.
We just had Sin Bodhi this past Sunday at Big Valley Wrestling.
you really?
The
Yeah.
roof came off the house.
I bet.
First time I'd really seen him live. Sin Bodhi was great. I can't
He's
put
awesome.
a larger great on that word, but we saw him this past
I
Sunday at
spoke to him
BBW.
briefly recently.
It's actually the second time I've gotten to call a Sin Bodhi match.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun.
All right, who else you got?
Honky Tonk Man.
Honky Tonk, Hall of Famer Honky
Man.
Tonk.
Longest running internet.
Longest tenured Intercontinental. Okay, who else you got?
I actually have a funny story interacting with his manager.
Uh-oh. We'll save that for another show.
Yes.
Who else you got?
Lance Archer.
All right, Lance
Yeah.
Archer. There you go.
And last but not least,
And Don Murray.
Ooh, that's a good
Easy,
one.
Matt.
Easy. That's,
it's not
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss. I'm good.
Is it Alexa or Zelina today?
Ryan put in the chat room AOP 8 Mercury and Noble for lunch on the J&J security counter. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Jamie
702
Noble's he's like an appetizer.
702, yeah. 702-660-7666. Give us a call. Maybe throw in a gift certificate or something. You know, maybe not everybody's a wrestling fan.
And why are they watching the show?
Because
Because of your. I think I just took them up. I'm going to have to take over the lead here, okay?
because we asked them to.
Oh, okay.
Because we want, listen, you want to sponsor and be part of our show? We would love to have you. This show is growing.
You can have your banner right in front.
That's
I mean,
right.
like,
You gotta
we
do
can
better.
we finally got studio time.
That's right.
We're on the up and up.
And could you pop up? Do you have the Power Play Sports logo that you can put up in the screen? If you would, please, sir, Mr. Computer Operator. He only owns the studio. We're talking to him like he's a secondhand guy here. But anyway, so you can get your name on the show, on the screen for whatever time, and advertising. This show is going out all over the world, and with the push that we're getting from GoLive.Vegas, when we did that collectible show, within 48 hours by the end of that weekend, we had over 1,000 views just through Facebook.
Yes.
Nice.
Because
Over
somebody
1,000.
hasn't helped me upload the stuff onto the other social media sites.
Matt?
I will do that this week.
All right, next topic.
See, there's
There you
the
go. See, there's an example. There's the Power Play stuff.
greatest sports collectibles shop here in Las Vegas. At the Boulevard Mall. Excellent, Smithers.
And actually, you're still doing the Ryan Reeves promotion?
Yes, actually we
If
are.
you spend $150 at Power Play, you get a free Ryan Reeves autographed puck. So,
Absolutely, and thank you for that. I appreciate that
Yeah.
cheap pop over there.
well, I plan on getting one myself when I have $150 to spare.
By the way, beware of the $5 Christmas table.
Yes.
Every time I go in that store, it's Giants, Penn State, something pops up, and I spend money to be on my own podcast. How
Yes.
does that happen?
It's planned.
But anyway, do you have any particular holiday specials going on right now? at the store?
So Jonathan's asking on my chat feed, when do you think Vince will hang up his boots? I think Vince is going to die in the chair, personally.
Okay, hold that thought.
All right.
Any specials going on at the store?
Well, if they come in this week,
Okay.
since we're on a wrestling show,
Yes.
come into the Boulevard Mall location, 20%. Mention the show, like you just saw us here, or listen to us on one of the
Just-
Spotify. 20% off any merchandise
There you go.
of wrestling
All right.
in the store.
Very nice.
All right.
But I'm
He's got quite the collection.
He does.
Yes.
Absolutely does. Now, you were saying Vince hanging up his boots?
Yeah, I got a question in the chat feed. When do you think Vince is going to hang up his boots?
Who was that asked that?
That's one of my friends, Jonathan Hastings.
Jonathan, call in 702-660-7666.
Ask the question.
Live on the air with us.
And you can have a wrestling pack like Cameron did.
That's
Just
right.
have to go to the store and pick it up.
That's right. So let's hold on now. Let's see if he calls in, we'll answer the question.
Yes. We're not going to answer it unless he
We're not
can call
answering
in.
unless he calls in.
All right. We're holding people ransom.
Next topic. Well, we own the show. We can do whatever we want to. Okay, indie news. Gentlemen, Johnny, why don't you start with the first topic under indie?
PCH is not human. He is now the oldest heavyweight champion in wrestling history at 52 years young. PCO is your Ring of Honor heavyweight champion.
You said PC.
I was going to say, that was a highway.
Did I say
That's why I was thinking.
PCH?
PCH
PCO.
first.
Is that Route 1 or something on the highway or what?
Yeah.
It's I lived in
No, it is not human.
I lived in Southern California for years.
That's right. So, how significant...
I hear a phone.
Hey, a phone.
I hear a phone.
I hear voices.
The bad phone is active.
Oh, God, that's right. All right, thank you for calling, TCA. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's John Hastings. Are y'all making me call it?
See? It works.
It works. Actually, you're just a test of the phone line.
That's
we
right.
weren't 100%.
Thanks for calling.
We weren't 100% sure that it was going to work.
We don't have a light. We didn't know.
You don't have the red beam light. John, are you here in Vegas?
Yes, I am.
Terrific. So make sure you go down to Boulevard Mall, stop in the store, and get your packet of autographs as well for calling
We'll
in.
put your name on it.
All right.
All right, so
What's your question again?
please rephrase your question if you would.
My question is, when do you guys think Vince will hang up his boots? Like, when do you think he will fully be done running things in the WWE?
I told you he's going to die in the chair.
When the corner
Absolutely.
takes him out of the gorilla position.
Pretty much.
I think if he
The
defeats...
first 5 minutes in the oven.
Oh.
Send your thoughts and comments to Scott at... I think if he can bury
His time
AEW...
is past?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you think his time is past?
Yes.
Like,
Oh, his time is far gone, but he's not going to give up control.
Hang on, let him finish, because I couldn't hear what he just said. Finish your thought there.
well, no, that's exactly like do you think his time is past? Like his storylines and stuff just aren't working anymore.
Yes, I think he's out of touch with the current consumer. I don't care what they say about best for business. That's why I think NXT has been much more popular than the main roster show for Raw and SmackDown, because you got Triple H kind of running NXT. You can put Paul Heyman in Raw. You can put Pritchard over in SmackDown. Bottom line goes to Vince, and I just think he's out of touch. I think if WWE can bury, and I'll use that word in quotes, AEW within the next 3 to 5 years, you'll see Vince go away.
I could see that.
That's my prediction.
Unfortunately, I was on another phone call today talking about AEW and who might be the quiet owner, and somebody else brought my rumor up.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a bit. Johnny, we won't hang you up. Thank you for calling in, my friend. Make sure you go down to the Boulevard Mall and pick up your packet, okay?
Anytime after tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Happy holidays. Thanks for calling. Keep watching.
Yeah, I was talking to another Hall of Famer today.
Okay?
I have to keep it quiet, but
From parts unknown.
parts unknown.
What a big city.
And-
that place is.
And they believe that Vince is part owner because he's trying to make competition. What's the best thing for wrestling is competition.
I don't. Tony Khan has as much money as Vince McMahon does, and he owns teams, and he's got a lot of equity. I know it's. We talked about it before. I maybe there's a little bit there, but with the way wrestlers who are leaving WWE for AEW and Indies, and talking back about WWE and all that
But
stuff.
would they be really leaving?
Well, Shane McMahon owned WCW for a minute, and how did that work out?
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know. I don't buy into that. I personally.
I think that's some tinfoil hat stuff right there.
Give me some proof, and then I'll believe it. We lost the computer. If you want to just grab that,
It's a Mac.
that's true. All right, never mind. As long as we got it on the phones, that's fine.
I'd like to point out you'd think they would try doing a better job with their own product before they try to create competition between.
With themselves.
So going back to the indie news though, what do you guys think about PCO being the oldest heavyweight champion?
Well, I was going to ask, what does that do for ROH at this point when ROH is struggling?
Well, I mean, PCO is over like Rover. I mean, he's one of their probably like in the last year he's become one of their biggest stories.
It's definitely a smart thing to do. When Ring of Honor was here and the maybe 100 people that were there watching it, he was definitely the most over person in the building.
Seeing a 50-year-old man doing moonsaults to the outside through 3 tables, come on.
He's crazy.
He's insane.
I'd be asking you got to do a
And
better.
to think, this guy was once John Lafitte.
Yeah, I'd be asking you got to do better with your AARP membership at 50 than having to jump through tables, if you ask me.
If you'd have told me in the 90s one of the Quebecers would be the Ring of Honor heavyweight champion in almost 2020,
Yeah.
I'd have told you you lost your mind.
Terry Funk's going to come out of Amarillo, Texas, and be tag champ with him now.
There you go.
I would watch that.
Those of you currently watching through Facebook, please hit the reshare button and reshare our feed to your Facebook page so your friends and family can pick up the show as well. Please reshare it. It helps us with the spider effect of other people watching this show. And please like our Facebook page. Also, go out and like our YouTube page. And Matt, why don't you give a quick rundown as to where else they can hear us after tonight's live show?
It's more of a list of where you can't find us. We're on everything. We're on TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify,
Google
Google Play,
YouTube.
iTunes,
I said
YouTube.
besides YouTube.
Everywhere you can listen to a podcast, you can find Thoughts Count anywhere.
There you go. So you never miss a show. And subscribe here to GoLive.Vegas, to the website, download the app. Never miss a show. Never miss a replay of the show, which will come up on Sunday. I think we said 6 or 7 p.m. We'll throw it up there. So that's on
7
Sunday. All right, cool. All right, next topic. FSW Seasons Beatings. Why don't we talk about that first?
I just love that name.
Season. This is a repetition show name, isn't it? They used this
Yes,
last
they
year,
use
right?
this every
Yeah.
December.
Okay. Anybody know? I don't know anything about what matches have been set up for that. Anybody know anything?
Graves versus Greg Romero for the FSW heavyweight titles. One of
Okay.
the ones
Is that
I
Corey
saw.
Graves?
No, it's Joe Graves.
Oh, okay.
Corey
FSW.
Graves.
Corey
It's not the
Graves.
Twitter championship.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's
sorry.
FSW.
Or the
championship.
Carmella Championship?
Oh,
Why? What did I say? What did I say? Okay, next topic.
Big Cass is no longer the title holder.
BVW upcoming show. We actually don't have one until middle of January, right, Johnny? What we've been seeing?
I think the date is still up in the air.
Yes,
because,
they're thinking the 19th
They were
of
thinking the
January.
19th, but a lot of the talent had issues with that date, so card subject to change, date subject to change.
Well, I do want to give a shout out to Primo Pulpo. I messaged him before the show that I'm giving his shirt international introduction. We had special special Christmas, whatever it was.
the Latin
Kraken
Kraken
Chris-
Christmas special.
Thank you. We had the past show this past week where Sin Bodhi was at. It was a great card. Nice way to wrap up 2019. Big Valley Wrestling is growing and is doing some great things. Even I almost got ambushed in the ring. I did an in-ring interview with Fresco-Matic. Second question in, all of a sudden this guy came out of nowhere, ambushed Fresco from the back. I barely got out of the way.
This guy, that was the Savage Kyle Hawk.
There you go. See? I didn't even know who it was because I bailed out of the ring so fast. I had to save my own butt. But
I need a tape of you bailing out of a ring real fast.
you'll be up soon.
It's,
I'll
it's,
show
it's
it
on
to
the
you.
hard cam.
It's on the hard cam. It's there. I'll show it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I had to call my wife.
Serves him right for leaving me on commentary by myself to call the finish of that match. You
I'm
should
sure
have
you
waited
were
till the
never
bell
lost.
rang to go up for the interview.
I had timing. What can I tell you? It worked out because Primo went in the back beating Bobby Beamer's brains out. There was no one there to announce who the winner was.
Beating Bobby.
No,
Say that 9 times
I will
fast.
never
Beating
say that
Bobby
again.
Beamer in the back.
I was impressed.
Don't ask me. And I was sober when I said it too. So, so it's a good thing I was there because I made the announcements 2-1 since Pulpo was in the back beating some butt. Okay.
With a bat.
With the bat. Next topic. Yes. All right, we are going to AEW Impact News. So, Matt, take the floor because it's starting with your favorite topic.
I'll cover Impact Wrestling. Tessa Blanchard was
There
on
you
it.
go.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Taza.
She beat up Sami Zayn in like the middle
Sami
of the
Zayn?
Sami Zayn?
Sami Callahan, sorry.
Sami Zayn.
Poor Sammy
Is
Zayn.
that good?
They're all moving around, aren't they?
Therefore,
days.
Hey, Sami Zayn has a managerial license and has the ability to show up anywhere. He said
which,
it
by the way,
himself.
proves your theory of conspiracy.
Yes, exactly.
They are just moving around from the WWE.
They're looking for the best health insurance.
Supposedly, don't go to ROH for that.
No, not at all.
Talk to Moxley about that.
Yes.
Jeez. Well, he doesn't. Yeah, he's still getting free insurance from the WWE.
Hey, I can't complain right now. He's getting it from his wife, so.
He can't get on YouTube, but he can go to a doctor whenever he wants.
Exactly.
So is Sean Spears, too. Just so you know.
Yes, he is.
I wonder if Vince saw that match with him and Omega live.
Who? Which one?
The one-
Moxley and
Moxley and Omega.
the one that Renee Young almost lost her cookies over.
Yes.
Jeez. All right. Nothing else there, which we've already covered that.
Yeah, Kevin Killer Cross granted his release. We've already covered that.
Yes, we did. All right. Next topic. Before we go into end of the year awards, let's hit on some pop culture. We'll end 2019 with some of our thoughts on wrestler matches of the year. So,
I'm already excited.
go for it.
So tomorrow I'm going to go see the new Star Wars movie at the earliest showing available.
Which is what time?
I think like 6:00 p.m.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Which,
And where are you going to see this at?
I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to see any of your faces. I don't want you talking during my movie.
hit the bell.
You're doing enough of that for all of us.
Hit the
Yeah.
bell. He's done.
I was going to say the Galaxy Theaters at the Boulevard Mall, 75-foot screen, digital, best screen in America.
It
Matt
is a
can
nice
agree to
theater. I saw
that.
Joker there.
Oh yeah.
All right, bell's rung. Next topic. Go ahead, Matt. Take the next one if you can.
I can't even pronounce it.
Sunday, the Raiders played the last game in the
that's-
Coliseum
He did. He skipped the
and
other two.
lost at the last minute and got booed out of the building. So their
What
next
a way to
home
leave
game
Oakland.
Well, that
is in
building.
Las Vegas at their
What do you expect of Oakland?
You know what? That building is trash, and I'm kind of glad. I mean, I hope the A's get a new home because that building. I want to be there when it's blown up, and I want to piss on its ashes. I
That
do.
whole parking lot's empty now, except for the A's, because the Warriors are over in San Francisco now. Oracle Arena is now empty.
That's not in San Francisco. You mean Sacramento?
No.
Who's in?
The Golden State Warriors used to play in Oakland. Now they play in Frisco. They moved across the bay.
So who's up in Sacramento? The Kings are. The
Kings are.
The Maloof brothers used to
Kings.
own them
Yeah.
a few years ago. I'll catch up. Don't worry about me.
in-
Wait a minute. Let me have another sip of water.
Up in the most comical arena ever, Sleep Train Arena.
I gotta be honest, I didn't realize that was in San Francisco.
But of course, watching a Sacramento Kings
Let
game.
me have another drink of my
Yeah.
water.
It's water.
It's my health water.
There's cranberry juice in that water.
702-660-7666. 702-660-7666. Next topic.
Christmas is
You get
next
that water
week.
at
Merry
dispensary
Christmas.
here?
Happy New Year. Happy
What's
Hanukkah.
that?
Did you get that water at a dispensary?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
It's green water. I mean green tea. I mean it's water. Yes, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, happy holidays to whichever one you
When
celebrate.
does Hanukkah start, Aaron?
When we light the first candle.
Well, is there a set date for that, or could you light it tonight?
No, because it doesn't start tonight. I think the 23rd, which is Tuesday, I believe is the first, or Monday is the first candle lighting. It's 8 days. 8 days, yep.
I haven't seen the big
sure.
menorah on Fremont Street yet. They're probably bringing that like any day now.
Moses is bringing it from the desert. It'll get there in a couple of days. Don't worry about it. They got to split the boulevard for it to come down.
Wait, wasn't he
Without-
lost in the desert for like 40 years?
No, he wasn't lost. He knew where he was going. The only problem was everybody was trying to get him to go there and ask for maps. That was the problem.
It's kind of hard when the GPS is just saying,
No, Thomas.
No signal. No signal.
No,
But did he have the GPS, the God positioning system?
got position. No, Thomas. Pupo did not beat my brains out. He was chasing Bobby Beamer to the back. Anyway, 8 days. People think, and it was funny, before we went on the air, we were talking with Aaron and his wife, Scott and I were, and people think that the holidays late, early in the year, they change, they fluctuate. The reality is that the Jewish calendar actually works on the lunar schedule. So on the Jewish calendar, the dates don't change, but when they are translated into the American calendar, that's when it shows up on different parts of the year. That's why Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Passover, Hanukkah, all those holidays just seem to move around. It's just correlation of the calendars. Just thought I'd show that in for no reason.
Do you see the Baby Yoda look of, huh?
learn something new every day, folks. I have no idea.
702-660. 702-660-7666 if you give a shit.
How do you really feel? Let us know.
Next topic.
Oh, wait, Tekashi 6ix9ine apparently only got 2 years out of a possible 47, which means we'll be celebrating his memorial album in 3 years.
2 out of 4. How does that work?
If he gets out in like October, he's done by December.
That's like 1/20th almost of his term.
They'll be
What the hell's
they'll be
that?
selling his shirts at the discount right next to Little Peep and Mac Miller.
He went singing and snitching to the feds about like the biggest gang in America, so
Yeah.
he'll have a big price on his head when he comes out.
He's better off where he's at.
That's if he survives jail.
Is he gonna be laying next to Tupac? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
That'll
he's
be taken out.
I'm not going there. I'm thinking
were-
he's probably going to commit
They
suicide.
were
But
truly cruel. They would keep him alive and miserable, and like him living the rest of his life knowing that he did all that
Right.
publicly.
That kid is going to
Snitch for the
mysteriously
rest of
die
his
in
life.
jail.
Yeah, right. It makes sense.
He's
somebody
going to
was-
get the
I
full
was-
Epstein.
yeah.
He'll get the full Epstein treatment.
by suicide, right?
Okay.
On the next Monday Night Raw, Epstein didn't kill himself.
Bell, please. Okay. Bell's rung. Match is over. Okay, over.
All right.
All right. If we want to leave enough time, gentlemen, end of the year awards. We're going to start, and I've had no time to think about this, but Wrestler of the Year for both men's and women's. Why don't we discuss the men first? Johnny, you start us off.
Chris Jericho, inaugural AEW champion, always finding ways to reinvent his career. He is carrying the brand of AEW, and he's put on nothing but quality matches since, for his age. He's made younger stars look great against him. So, Chris Jericho is my male wrestler of the year.
Matt.
I'll have to go Adam Cole.
Bay.
He's put the NXT on the map. They're on USA Network now. And he's put on amazing matches every time he's in the ring. He's definitely my super wrestler of the year.
I have to agree with both of you, but then I'm going to go with The Fiend.
Okay.
That was my close second.
Okay.
Is that a 2-for-1 though? Because Bray Wyatt wrestled over the weekend. It wasn't The Fiend.
I'm confused.
It was
I need to go to the fun house.
That was actually a really good. Okay, I will say one thing. That was a great match too on TLC. The story from a storytelling
Right.
perspective.
Now, I shared a post on the page about the theory behind what Fiend is doing.
Yes.
Taking these guys like Seth Rollins, who was a good guy, basically now, because of their interactions, a bad guy. Then you have Daniel Bryan, who was lost and was a bad guy. Now he's clean shaven back. What was his original?
The American Dragon.
The American Dragon. And
Bryan
then-
Danielson.
Right. Who was the first one that he did with?
Finn Balor.
Oh, Finn Balor was
And now he's
right.
back to being Prince Devitt again.
Down it, right.
Well,
So
what does that mean about Kane, though? You turned him into a mayor.
Isaac
He's
Yankem.
become a mayor. Right, exactly.
No. He'll turn him into Isaac Yankem DDS
Yes.
Oh, my God. Jeez
or
Louise.
Fake Diesel.
I'm gonna give a local pop. And
All right.
I'm not doing this for any particular reason other than, look, we could talk about all these guys, and these guys get exposure as the gals do. And obviously, I'll go with a more prominent female. But for the last year, I've been involved with BVW, and this is not a homer pick, but we're up close and personal with these performers who want to get to this level. And especially the last couple of months, I got to give it to Ricky Tenacious. And I'll tell you why.
Songbird of our generation.
Because of what he's been doing the last couple of months with the singing and his ring work and the mic work I'll tell you what, I've been getting more and more impressed with what he's been doing, getting the crowd involved and being disliked like whoever the worst wrestler is in WWE that you want to boo the hell out of. He's getting, his ring work and his mic work has just been so explosive over the last couple of months.
But Aaron, what about Braven?
Well, yeah, what about Braven?
Nobody says nobody cares.
Quote the brave and nevermore.
The response to that is nobody cares.
Well, I think he's just taking a little time off, and hopefully in 2020 we'll see him back in the ring. But that's why I just wanted to give a pop to Ricky because he's been doing a
Ricky's
great
been
job.
doing some great work.
Aside from being one of the mainstays of BVW, it's the company's been around for 5 years, and 2019 they just did some stuff for UK television. The brand is exploding, and Ricky's a big part of that, of course. Okay, women's Johnny.
Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah.
Got to go with Tessa. She's challenging for a men's heavyweight title. She is carrying the company she's a part of. Even our guest last week, TJP, had nothing but amazing things to say about her. She's the future of women's wrestling. She's one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. She's the future of the business. I got to go with Tessa.
Put your thoughts in the chat room, by the way, or give us a call. We still have time. We have 10 minutes.
And we met her a few months ago, and she was a very, very nice lady.
702-660-7666, 702-660-7666. Give us your thoughts as to who your men and female or managers or whatever you want to put out there of the year and match of the year. Doesn't matter where. Give us a call. Put it in the chat room. Okay, Matt.
I would have to go with Ronda Rousey. She wasn't here like all year, but she put such an impact on the women's division that they main evented WrestleMania.
She was dominant, too.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Scott.
This is going to be shocking. I agree with Johnny.
No. No.
No, Tessa, yeah.
He's got a fever.
Exactly.
He's not feeling well.
Tessa Blanchard, by far, is the best women's wrestler in the business right now. Becky Lynch, a close second. And I can't wait till the day to regroup the four horsewomen the proper way.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
My vote this year, I'm going to go with Becky Lynch because of what she's done in not only her own persona, but she became the man, and she too carried the women's division, and she was a big focal point over the last year, whatever it was, leading up to the WrestleMania and thereafter, getting her nose busted by Nia Jax and making it look like it was nothing, and how that picture of her with the blood up on the steps became such an iconic picture. It was a moment for her.
Oh, that's going to be one of those. It's like when the Stone Cold Steve Austin, when he was bleeding, bleeding the sharpshooter. I mean, that image of Becky standing in the stands with a bloody face is going to last forever in the annals of wrestling.
Absolutely.
It's going to be something in 20 years that we're going to look back and like, hey, remember what wrestling was like in 2019, 2018? We're going to see that image, and it's like, you're right, it's iconic.
Yep. So Becky Lynch gets my vote. Match of the year. Gentlemen?
I'll start. You didn't say best match of the year, but the one that got the most.
I said match of the year. I read it right off of you.
Yeah, but you didn't say best match of the year.
Okay, best match or
No,
whatever.
just match
whatever
of the year.
match you want to talk about. Just you shut up. Whatever you want to talk about.
Match of the year is the Seth Rollins Fiend in the cage. So much controversy came out. What other match are we still talking about?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's creating controversy, even though the match sucked and ended badly. I mean, any other matches anybody else can think about?
And please change
it
the
got
light
press.
bulb. No more red lights.
Yeah, the red lights got to go.
My match of the year was Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston at WrestleMania.
We've got a phone call.
Oh, no.
What did I do?
All right. Thank you for calling. Caller, where are you calling from and your name, please? Welcome to TCA.
Hey guys, this is Ryan Smith from Denver, Colorado.
Ryan Smith from
What's up,
Denver.
Ryan?
What's up, Ryan?
What's up, buddy?
Is it cold there?
Not that bad right now, but yes.
There you go. All right. What's up? What's your question or comment, Ryan? Thank you for calling, by the way.
Absolutely. So I heard you guys talking about match of the year, and I'm going to throw two in there for me. One, it may not be the best match, but the moment and the story for me takes the cakes with Kofi getting the belt from Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania.
All right.
And the match that actually happened in Vegas, the brother versus brother, Cody versus Dustin match.
I totally forgot. Oh, my God. Okay.
Because we all forgot about AEW.
Can I change my pick?
No.
No, that honestly, the Cody and Dustin match
You
was.
can do whatever you want.
I was there live for that match, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, I just think the fact that the aftermath of them reuniting and Dustin bleeding like a, as JR say, bleeding like a stuffed pig, and the everything going into it was just, and the match itself was just so emotional, but it was so good.
It was a masterpiece of storytelling. But my pick was actually your first pick, which is the Kofi and Daniel Bryan at Mania, because just the history involved in that match.
Thomas agrees with the Cody and Dustin comment. Ryan, thank you for calling, buddy. We're up against the end here. Thank you for calling. Please keep an ear out for us, share us, and we appreciate you following us.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
you,
man.
Ryan.
All right, very cool. All right, so that was a great point. The Cody and Dustin match was an awesome selection also. Matt.
I would have to go with the women's War Games match at NXT.
Okay.
It was a great match, and it put Rhea Ripley on the map, and I think she's going to be the future of the women in WWE.
I don't have spoilers from tonight's NXT, but I'm pretty sure she's taking that belt.
I could see that.
If you know what happened on that match,
Don't
you can
tell
send
me.
it to
Don't
Johnny
tell me.
right now.
No,
Add Johnny Rock.
No, I'm going to watch it when I get home. No.
Yes, let's show the results.
I'm turning my phone off.
Okay, your pick.
I already did.
What'd you say?
You said the Hell in a Cell.
Where have you? What is really in
It's
that?
your pick.
You need to share.
I want some of that. I want some of that dispensary
You know what the
water.
reality is? I am just so caught up in being in this studio that
And next to me.
and next to Scott.
Exactly.
That I'm just like in awe of everything we got going
Yes.
on right now. And everybody's
are you
interacting.
blinded by Scott's greatness? Or
Yeah,
the color,
absolutely.
Or are
I've
you
been gone
blinded?
I've been gone 2 weeks, and
No.
I'm making them stutter.
But wait, no. The full question was: are you blinded by Scott's greatness or by the color of his head?
Yes.
Hey, so can you. Watch the head
Yeah.
jokes. So.
I don't hide it.
Hey, there's a reason our hats.
You know what? My match of the year, the women's main event at WrestleMania, because it was a highlight. It was the first time for WrestleMania from a historical standpoint. I think that was very big for the women's evolution, revolution, whatever you want to call it. Then you had the Saudi event where you had Natty and Lacey Evans, the first women.
ever.
I mean, there was a lot of firsts this year, but that WrestleMania match between the three of them and the controversy at the end, was her shoulder up or not?
Even with the blown finish.
It leads to a reason to bring Ronda back and have an instant story between Becky and her. But to me, from that standpoint, that to me had to be the match of the year. On the flip side to that, Goldberg and The Undertaker was a match that showed people when you're in this a little too long. Yeah. Now, The Undertaker did come back on TV a week or two later, and I think he exonerated himself pretty good.
I heard Goldberg wants a rematch.
And you know what? If I were him, I'd be
want a
requesting the same
refund.
thing.
Yeah, right.
Want a refund. But I think to me, it shows that you guys got to know, and the WWE has to recognize when it's time to say no. Time to say no. And not let these guys who can cuss themselves, whatever it is, get in a situation where they could hurt themselves and deliver a poor product.
Well, they got to remember, when you're in the ring and you pick up somebody, you are responsible for that other person. And unfortunately, Goldberg, in my opinion, ruined a lot of careers because of his inexperience in how to actually wrestle.
He dropped a lot of people on heads.
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ended Bret Hart's career.
Kicked him right in the head.
You're responsible for that other person.
All right. Thomas apparently doesn't agree with what I may have just said because he says he's really starting to think that Primo beat my head in the other day.
That explains a
But
lot.
Primo didn't touch me. He walked right by me. He was beating up Bobby B.
How do you know if he hit you? You might not remember.
I think Kyle Hawk might have blindsided you.
That's what it was.
Did you wake up in the locker room?
Who are you getting?
There's so many lines right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how you remember things, but you know they carried you out on a stretcher, and I called the rest of the show with Muse, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, so that would be my call on that. All right, we got only a couple of minutes left. So you have a couple of, right? How many? A couple of minutes, Aaron? 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Well, I got
Twice
a
a
question.
couple.
While I was out of town, I was obviously watching the chat room and interfacing with you guys or
That sounded
texting,
dirty.
whatever. I know, but I was watching both NXT and AEW,
Okay.
and I'm sorry, the AEW women. When are they going to get some women that can wrestle?
When is Awesome Kong going to have a match? There you
Yeah,
go.
I mean, seriously, that match was last week, absolutely blew. And I'm like sitting there going, I'm actually wasting time watching this. They really need a Tessa Blanchard or any young lady or veteran that can actually carry a match. I mean, cheerleader Melissa would work great with Awesome Kong. She's done it before. She's available. Reach out.
I want them to sign Tennille Dashwood personally.
Absolutely.
I think, of course, Tennille, if you don't know, is Emma in WWE. She's really been making a name for herself on the independent scene. She was with Women of Honor for a while. Kelly Klein is a free agent. I'd like to see Kelly Klein get signed to AEW.
Just bring back Gail Kim. That'll wake everybody up.
Gail Kim
Absolutely.
retired, though. Gail Kim's amazing, but she officially retired.
Everybody can be bought.
So is Terry Funk once again.
But I tell you what, if Ring of Honor or Women of Honor fold, there's a lot of good talent there. There's, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky. Like I said, Kelly Klein was just released by Ring of Honor. These are all established names in the women's wrestling scene that they could bring into AEW to really beef up that women's division. And
Okay, I got to end it there because I just got the signal from Aaron. We're down to about a minute.
Cool.
So, first of all, thank you for watching us since August 2019. This is our final show of 2019. We will not be here next Wednesday. It's Christmas. The week after that will be New Year's. So look for us to be January 8th, my anniversary. I'll be spending on Thoughts Count Anywhere, my wedding anniversary.
You should bring the
Yay.
missus.
Oh, yeah.
And your divorce.
And my divorce, if I bring her here, for sure. Anyways, we want to thank you for tagging along. Please reshare us if you like us. Please reshare. Put your comments on our page. We appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show from GoLive.Vegas. You may see us a little more often down here as well. Gentlemen, real quickly, 5 seconds. Comments and thoughts to say goodbye. Johnny, go.
Just Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa to everybody out there. However you choose to spend the holidays, just have a good one.
Matt.
Hope everyone has a good rest of the year. Hope you see big things coming from us here at Thoughts Count Anywhere.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'm going to go watch Mandalorian.
All right, everybody. That was your wife saying, no, you're not. I want you to know.
Oh, no.
Be safe. Happy
She
New
already
Year.
has it on, I'm sure.
Healthy, happy 2020. More from Thoughts Count Anywhere next year, January 8th. See ya. Be safe from